Record on the computer. Welcome to this moment, to your breath, to checking in. How would it feel to be seen and recognized in this moment? To be seen as perfect, exactly as you are, in your laughter, in your tears, right now. All of the identities that people with, I don't know, less awareness. I try not to judge people with less awareness because God knows I have less awareness. Um, yeah, for people that don't see us, um, we all have a need to be seen and to be recognized. Every single human being. And the and this is could be triggering to people that probably don't listen to my meditations. But yeah, people with more social capital are often the ones being seen and recognized, or less childhood trauma. Um, so much comes from childhood, how we are today, or past lives, if you have my belief system. So even people with a huge amount of social capital really struggle at times when stuff comes up from the vulnerable parts of ourselves, the tender parts of ourselves that are very young, are like even pre-verbal, even before we um, knew what to be seen and recognized was. The crying is like, see me, I've got some shit going on here and I really want to be seen. I mean, this is the world according to Barbara. I don't know, but it just seems to me that when I want to be seen and when I want to be recognized and when it's about somebody else doing it, it's like this is like this is before this lifetime. This is like I'm crying in my crib, screaming my head off, saying, I'm hungry, feed me. Where are you? Why is my crying wrong? How can I get you to love me? And then we spend our entire lives screaming and crying, look at me, love me, see me, know that I'm here. And it's it's gotta come from inside. It can't come from, I mean, it feels really good to be seen and recognized by others, particularly when they see you and recognize you as competent and um and somewhat together. And I mean, that's not who we really are. That's not what, in my world, um what is really who we are. So taking care of that very, very young part of us, loving it, acknowledging it, wanting it so much, that part of us that's screaming because we're hungry for love, hungry to matter, hungry to make the world a better place. It's like, honey, it starts with you, baby. It starts with like not, what it starts with showing your video, right? Starts with turning on your video and saying, like my beloved, I'm not gonna say their name without permission, but that my beloved just says, look at me, here I am. And that's enough. And it's enough to be there with friends, to be there with loved ones who can hold our hand when it's hard to see ourselves, when we think that it really matters if we're competent or not. Sorry, Chris. I really, I'm apologizing because there was for a moment that I was like, oh, I guess I'm not competent. And then it's like, I don't know. I think this is pretty cool. And so many other people were triggered by, like, I think things should be different. It's like, I don't know. I'm really enjoying this. So, and I'm laughing because it's sort of like when I just broke open and said, oh God, this is just so hysterical. Um, it's uh, it's just, it's just like drinking in the loveliness of this human being that I love so much and sharing him with so many people. You have no idea how many people from Brazil wrote to me and said, please, please send me the link to that video. Please. Even people at the seminar saying, please, I missed registration. How can I register now and get those slides? I know you all may probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's like um, being seen, being recognized for all we are, by all we're bringing to the world, by feeding people when they're crying, starting with yourself, relying on other people to be seen and recognized is sad but necessary at times. And hopefully, we have good friends that don't judge us for wanting to sing and dance and be the center of attention sometimes. And coming back home to yourself. I gotta say, in my experience, it's really what it's all about. I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's loving kindness meditation comes from our own hearts, seeing ourselves as innocent and divine and pure and beings full of love, exactly as we are. And we didn't have the capacity to do that when we're 3 months old. I mean, maybe some babies did. Maybe Jeffrey did. I don't know. I wasn't around him when he was 3 months old. I know I was crying my head off. I imagined we all were. Some people got picked up and some people didn't. I did not, I have to say. Somehow I managed to comfort myself and survive and not get killed. And here we are in this moment, and we can wish that when for our loved ones, when see them crying for attention, and all we can really do is be with them and love them and offer them that before fixing them, because God knows they're not broken. Neither are you. Coming from that fullness in yourself out to neutral people. Person in the truck across the street from me here now. My neighbor who I've tried so hard to bring tomatoes to and connect with, and all I can do is wish him, may your day be filled with being seen and being loved and being fed by everyone that you meet. You contribute to my life. You are here because I am here. And then taking that blessing and um, staying with yourself. If I'm moving on too quickly, just turn off the recording and go back to yourself. And then, the people that trigger us. What's that? What's that about, honey? Is that about your crying baby again? You want them to fulfill your need to be seen as a good person? Yeah, that's good luck with that. I've given up on this lifetime. And it doesn't stop me from loving them and reaching out occasionally when I have the capacity. And then, and when I can do it with authenticity. And then opening your arms up wide, including all beings as your beloved, as seeing them all, looking at all 6 billion, 7 billion, what are we up to now this minute? Looking at them all, there's part of every single one of them that's a crying baby. Every single one. May you all be seen. May you all be recognized. May you be filled with love. Thank you for joining us.